Well, this is a special kind of 2-in-1 video. I was getting ready to go to bed. It's like 2:54 in the morning right now. And, you know, a few minutes ago, the fire department knocked on my door because there's apparently some kind of carbon monoxide gas leak going on in my building. So I basically, you know, let them in. There's nothing going on in my apartment, but they're going from apartment to apartment trying to figure out where the gas leaks come from. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I filmed the guys in the hallway going from place to place looking for whatever, so I'm gonna upload that as, you know, like a reply video to mine. So it's like a 2-in-1 deal. You can watch one, watch the other, either way. So I start texting people about the whole situation. I hit up Liz and she's like, oh, you got decapitated bodies, crazy crackies, and carbon monoxide all in one day. You got a full ass day. And I'm like, yeah, today was pretty fucking bizarre. I'm like, September 11th was really crazy for me. And I'm like, oh shit. September 11th is September 11th. I realized my mom was sitting here watching, you know, a documentary about it. And I started thinking about September 11th. And I'm like, I didn't really think about it until, you know, later on in the day. I woke up, it was just like a regular old day to me. And I'm like, September 11th really didn't affect me that much because I guess it happened. I was kind of a bambino, and I was talking to my friend Tony, and he's like, I remember when it happened and they told me that like the Twin Towers fell. I'm like, I don't remember that. I was like, yeah, I don't even know what they were talking about. And I'm like, well, it's because you're a kid. No kidding.
The key in the door?
Yeah, they put the key in the door trying to come in. They were gonna come in and I guess check everything out because there's so many vacant apartments in this whole building. Who knows who was where, really doesn't matter. But they were calling Willie's name and I'm like, okay, they're looking for Willie. No kidding. They know Willie lives here. But I'm like, oh. So yeah, he's like, I didn't know what the Twin Towers were. And I'm like, you know, them discontinuing Ninja Turtle pudding pies affected me more than the Twin Towers falling. Yeah, I mean, I can understand if you lost somebody in the building, it affects you like greatly. It's some kind of situation. But I'm like, no, I didn't really think about it. I was like, a friend of mine called me, and she's like, oh, Kai, they found a body down on 10th and 28th in this abandoned house, and while they were taking it out the house, you know, the head fell off. You know, while they were bringing it down the steps and rolled down the steps. And I'm like, well, that's just great. So that's another September 11th moment for you. I'm like, the local events of September 11th today affected me more than the massive situation of them falling down. So yeah, here we go with the video of the firemen fucking around in the hallway. That's next.